Hi, I'm Rob and it's Guild Wars War 5. Today we're up against Tag, the adult gamer, and the first opponent is Smart Morse. And we have Flame Soul, Jarl, Firemantle, the Mirage Queen, and Phoenicia. Phoenicia, really good troop for dealing a lot of damage, deals damage to all enemies, boosted by red gems and burning enemies. And if there's a Firestorm, deal double damage. And there will be, because we're in a Sunspear class, and that is going to guarantee one. Create a Firestorm at the start of every single turn. And they're using a Flame Soul, choose a mana gem, deal a damage to each enemy of that colour and burn them. Give all allies of the matching colour for attack. Alright, so you're kind of relying on the AI to pick the correct colour there, like red. I presume this has been tested and does do that. It'd be interesting to see what happens with that actually. Jarl is going to create loads of red and yellow and deal some damage. And Mirage Queen is going to give Elementals a half star on mana and curse all enemies, then convert all green gems to Doom Skulls. I'm just going to go for my aggressive, I can kill you before you kill me team here. I think going to have Zul'Goth just killing someone outright, burning and freezing all remaining enemies, create 12 skulls. Gimlet transforms all green to brown. This is to try and get my Centurion up at the start, and starts with full mana. And Centurion has a 10% chance to devour an enemy, which you don't really want. You don't get any points for that because it doesn't effectively class as damage. But then converts all skulls to ×2 wildcards, which is really good. That will often charge up Zul'Goth straight away, and he can do some damage, create lots of skulls which get converted to wildcards again, and you repeat the process. A Fist of Heaven explodes a load of yellow gems. Don't really care about the status effects thing to divines, but it has a summon as well, just in case anything goes wrong there. Let's just check my banner for this is correct. Yeah, that's okay. Not too bothered about Gimlet's spell in Archer class, because do like a 50% start on this. Don't actually want Leaf Storm. That was for a... You have to be careful when you use different classes in different teams, because if you changed something to benefit from that team, it's always worth double checking, because again, that's not the correct thing for this, but it would have been for another team. Right, it looks okay. Just double check my medals quick. Yep. Yeah, it's good. Just double check this actually. Yeah, freeze at the start, so. And entangle. Not too worried about that, because Zul will just kill people for fun anyway. Hopefully. Obviously the skull damage is beneficial should it come afterwards. Well, let's grab that for Zul for a start. That's going to be a nice juicy opening. I'm going to look for green to brown at the same time. Do have that for Centurion, but we are frozen on brown. We'll grab that now. What to leave the skulls there really, so we'll cast this. That did get my Zul up. So now we'll get rid of their... Who is annoying? They're all annoying, but we'll get rid of Phoenicia first. This creates an absolute ton of mana all over the place. We got a Devour as well. That was a little bit lucky, but that's the way it goes. Just checking on our brown to green situation, or green to brown even. Not tons. Could collect that. That'll be enough to get us all ready. They shouldn't repeat too much, but they're not going to anyway because they're frozen. And let's take out Mirage Queen and kill them. Nice start. It's preferable to leave some skulls on the board if you can when casting Centurion. The more skulls that are there, the better it is on that conversion for Zool. 3,283 points. Second fight is against Torsten. Ooh, Elementalist class with Ferocity, a Child of Summer, Doomed Opus, and First Mate Axeluba, as it's been called before. If somebody will know what that joke means. Anyway, Ferocity, very dangerous on Red Day. Dealing damage to an enemy and a random enemy boosted by his life, attack and armor. And if the enemy uses red, which we do, then deal double damage. So we really have to watch out for that. And as well as that, we have Child of Summer converting brown to red and starting with full mana. And First Mate Axeluba converting blue to red, starting battles with full mana as well. As well as that, we have the weapon here, Doomed Opus, dealing scatter damage, then creating a big mix of red and skulls for every red enemy. So that would be the maximum amount. So, yep, I could go with the strategy here of trying to counter these two doing the conversions, but I'm not going to bother with that. I'm going to go on strategy if I can punch you in the face harder and faster than you can punch me in the face with my team here. I am going to start off with Root Trap. This is part of Archer class champion talents, which I like. That is important just in case they manage to get their weapon up quickly. But if they get their weapon up quickly, it means they've got their Ferocity up as well, which can also be dangerous. Right, this can go wrong, because if they get charged before me, then it can be in a spot of bother. But we do have Fist of Heaven there, which gives a summon as well, backing things up. So let's just see if we can create more of a bloodbath than what they do. Right, Medal of Orpheus is kicked in nice and early. That is nice. So I'll grab these 4 matches first. Should have checked that really. I didn't look for the green to brown. That could have been more beneficial. Not much doing there now. We can grab this one. There's quite a lot of green and brown there, but not in a way that's going to be hugely beneficial to me. Might leave that skull for them because I'd rather they took that. Could get a ×2 wild card with this green. That wouldn't be a bad thing. But let's just check what they're going to do first. Brown to red. Very little red there, so that's not doing anything really. And blue to red. So again, yes, pretty safe. Right, so might take that and leave them that tempting skull hit. Cool. Now we do have this. This is a guaranteed extra turn, so Zor will be ready to do his Zor things absolutely straight away. So who do we get rid of? First troop is entangled, but we'll do that anyway. Well, you can do that if you want, but it's kind of beneficial. If you're going to cast Zor, the more skulls that are left there, the more chance you have of those skulls connecting when you cast him and then create those skulls. So it's that thing. If you do this first and then you cast Zor and don't get any connection with the skulls, people will say, well, you shouldn't have taken the skulls first, you should do it the other way around. But if you don't do this first and you cast Zor and you still miss, people will say, well, you should have taken the skulls first. You know, you can't win sometimes. It's like everyone can be a Monday morning quarterback, as I like to say now and again. But hey, what should we do? What should we do? Hang on, my telly has just decided to lose connection. Had a black screen there for about 5 seconds then. That was a bit weird. Right, let's look at this. But that doesn't really matter because Zor's going to mess things up anyway. I am tempted to take out their ferocity. They do have a match here. If Zul doesn't put a skull down here. Right, I'm going to play it a little bit safer. I'm going to do that first. And then I'm going to take out their hero. So don't have to worry about that anymore. Then we've got all these. This is a guaranteed extra turn anyway, and any bonus will go onto my Zul, and he's charged again. They're still entangled, so I'm going to take out their one that's... Ooh, that was a wise thing to do. Let's get rid of Childish Summer. And Zul, what are you playing at, mate? Might as well grab these anyway. Don't think we're going to get charged up, so it's not going to make any difference. And that'll do. Two-0. Second win. Long may it continue. 1,386 points at that time. Battle 3 is against Mitz. Leonis Tower, Doomed Opus, Enraged Kundara. First mate, Axel Luber is there again. Again, creating loads of skulls in red. Got to really watch out for that because this Leonis Tower is immune to all status effects. So you can't put Root Trap on that. That's not going to work. That's not going to do anything to that. So for that reason, with Root Trap being ineffective, I'm going to change classes. Still want a 50% start, but I'm going to switch to Geomancer for this. Do like a 50% start on Guild Wars on my hero, pretty much all the time if I can. As well as that, I'll get reduced damage from skulls. Give a random ally a positive status effect. Anti-magic sphere, yes. Tactician, yep. Rock solid, really like that. Really handy getting enchant when you match green gems, and being immune to stun myself is handy against that. Leonis Tower. Right, so I'm going to use the same team. Really want to get their Doomed Opus taken out first. This is really dangerous, especially with that Leonis Tower being immune to all those status effects, so no entangling etc on that. So we just want to take out their Doomed Opus as fast as we can. Watch out for this conversion. See how it goes. Alright, so we do have this. This is nice, but we are frozen on that. At the same time, we can't really resist it, but let's just check this first. Blue to red. Wow. They've got a... Now, they have this one as well. So, that will give them some red. So that's going to bring everything down by 4. There's nothing else anywhere else, unless they get a lot of luck after that. That is going to be a good swap for me, how I look at it. So I'm going to go for that. Centurion is up. Not many skulls though. I think I said I was frozen before. See, this is... I'm doing it again. I'm playing Guild Wars when I'm tired. But thought Gimlet used brown. He doesn't use his uses red and yellow. And could get that. See if any more skulls come down. This would be more beneficial for me. There's not enough skulls there at the moment for a decent conversion for Centurion. Can get some other random gem matches at the same time. This is going to give me some blue at the same time, which is cool. And Wouldn't know there was a brown storm going on right now, would you? Looking at all these brown stacks. Stacks and stacks and stacks. Right, this way or this way? This way, because I get more purple. Now this is a good cast for Centurion. I'm going to get a fair amount of red out of this. And purple. This could be enough to get my Zor charged. Oh, one away. One away. Come on, just one more mana from somewhere. Right, hard to predict what's going to happen with this. So, blue to red. Could take this yellow, which would give me the red. Right, there's a lot going on there. Could do it this way. I guess rid of blue and red. And gives me more. I think I'm going to do it this way. It's cool. Not so many skulls there right now, but we do have everybody charged up. Take this to see if any more skulls drop down. I think we've got another one. So now we can cast our Zul, finally. Get rid of them. Rely on many skull hits to get rid of this Leonis Tower, which has 50% skull reduction. Nothing lined up right now, so we can take out their Axel Luba, as I call it. Now we've just got the tower to go. Ease up, Sunny Jim. Almost no point casting Centurion now. These two are immune to Devour. You're going to charge up Zol. You will create a load of skulls. You're not going to do any actual damage though. So I can do this conversion just for fun. See if any skulls drop down afterwards. Get a bit of life as well. And that has worked in our favour. We are enraged at the same time. That's going to do enough wallop to take him out. Let's give enraged Kurandara a whop. A wallop. As I said, Zord is not a lot of point getting him charged up. It's going to create skulls. You can actually do it that way. Obviously relying on Zord to be a good boy and put the skulls actually in alignment to hit the other opponent, not just set them up to hit you. Well, we might as well get that, see if we get any more skulls drop down, and we did. Yeah, let's do it that way, just in case we get a red match in the middle. Kurandara is nearly ready to go, but he's nearly dead. 20 life left. Not enough skulls there, but if we cast this anyway. But can we get our Zul up? Not really. Oh yeah, well, we can. We'll get something, because basically it's good to have troops charged if you can. Gives you more mana. Right, that's going to do quite a bit of damage to him now, because there's a Doom Skull there. So I could cast my Fist of Heaven, just for fun. If we get a random skull hit afterwards, that'll be enough. Not quite. 5 life. And I must have had Reflect. That's really funny. Well, I didn't go quite as planned. What I actually planned to do then was, obviously, you don't know what's going to happen when you cast Fist of Heaven. And it gave them enough charge to get their Kurandara ready, or whatever it was. But the idea was then to actually cast Fist of Heaven to fill up with a roster of troops again. And go from there. But yeah, it was quite funny. It's funny when enemies kill themselves by Reflect. I think it was reflect anyway. It all happened a bit quickly. It was just like pinged him and he died. So it's all fun. I'm in it for the fun. 1,435 points. Alright, fight 4 is against Thoth. Ooh, Leonis Tower, Trick and Treat, Enraged, Kurandara. First mate, Axel Luba in Thief class. This is going to be stealthy, no doubt. Yep. So, that considering, this is absolutely not the right team anymore. We can't kill their Leonis Tower, not even Zulgoth can kill that. Same goes for Enraged Kurandara, and we won't be able to target their Trick and Treat. So the only thing we could do with this when we charge Zulgoth is kill their first mate, Axel Luba. But, yes, we need to change. What's next on my list? This is not too bad. This might work. Gloomleaf, pretty strong in first position. Immune to all status effects, Devour, Lycanthropy and Mana Burn. Reflects 50% of skull damage. And steals armor and 5 attack from all enemies. It's the steel armor I'm mostly interested in. And Furnace can do damage and charge up the team at the same time. And splash damage is going to affect their stealthy opponents. That is good. And we get 50% start with Mirage Queen. Can look out for green to skulls. 50% start on elementals. Trick and Treat is not fantastic in this team, but if I get to cast it on their first mate, that'd be good. And when that becomes unstealthy, I can hopefully Trick and Treat with Trick and Treat myself. Yes, why not? I think I'll give this one a go. Just diving in a little bit today. Got lots of things to do today. Can't spend too long working out the ins and outs of the best way to fight every team. Just going to go for it a bit. Convert blue to red. Let's check this out. Make sure the blue to red doesn't make us dead. Nothing going on there or there. Right, so that is actually completely safe. Providing it doesn't set them up if I do something like this, which is going to be good for my Trick and Treat and my Gloomleaf. Gloomleaf is ready to go. We'll just check on this conversion again first. Blue to red. Nothing, 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 nothing. Like a whole load of nothing, so we'll do that. Weakened everybody significantly. Buffed up my Gloomleaf. He's only like a 2-cast wonder though in a team like this. Depends upon your level in the game, how many times he's effective when cast, because obviously stealing that armor the enemy is already reduced down, you see, so probably only good for two casts, but I will get might go for my Infernus this time. If I get a Mana Surge on that, or should I take red? No, I want to get Infernus. Do I get bonus purple? No. 1, 2, 3. If I take that yellow that way, it's going to give him a extra turn, which I don't want. So I might take it this way and get 2 lots of yellow, and guaranteed Infernus is ready. Okay. Not too shabby. This is going to get my Trick and Treat nearly ready to go. Nobody's frozen. I think I'll cast my Infernus next. Let's get my Trick and Treat ready first. Don't quite have 4 matches on this. This is a bit of a shame. See, Trick and Treat is only good for casting on first mate Axel Luba at the moment, but I knew that. So let's do some Infernus-y stuff. And they put the trick on treat on my trick and treat. It's not very nice. But it is Guild Wars. It's not Guild Be Nice. Of course, I'm frozen on the format it gave me. Kind of need to get rid of there. Alright, I'm going to do that. Need to get rid of that tower, start getting into their trick and treat a bit. Because that thing is an issue. Chicken on green to skulls. Not ideal, but they do change to Doom Skulls, which causes an explosion, so we are going to mess up the board somewhat, and I'm very keen to get their thing out of the way, but I'm going to play it safe for the moment and just take a normal skull whack. Now Infernus has been jobbed, but luckily my Gloom Leaf is still safe, but nothing doing on the conversions. Could do Gloom Leaf, get Gloom Leaf charged. It's going to take away the barrier and gain a little bit of life. And see if we get any nice Mirage Queen conversion afterwards. That gives me purple at the same time. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Right, now let's do that. Take away... I thought I was going to take away the barrier. Okay, fair enough. But we do have this now, so let's go for it. Hopefully we'll get a second hit. Oh, this is going to do a bunch of damage, but not quite enough. Right. Well, at least we're going to manage to pretty much be really close to getting rid of their annoying trick and treat. Oh, that reflect didn't quite kill it. I thought that was going to be close. Right, as long as we can get to their trick and treat before it gets fully charged up again. It is enchanted. So I need to get a skull hit from somewhere. Or my Infernus to get recovered. That would be nice. Let's do it that way. Yes. He hit me with a skull which killed himself basically. Something about reflect that just makes me chuckle every single time. Basically killed himself. Quite funny. Alright, so let's get a little bit of trick and treaty going on. I'm going to chuck it on that. Now, lots of yellow here. Could do with removing some yellow for when Matey Boy gets to cast. Feels like my Infernus has just spent his life being stunned, entangled, and all the rest of it. So, got to think ahead slightly here with yellow to skulls. Because there's a lot of that going on for Enraged Kurandara right now. Can't do a lot about changing this one down here. I want to change this one here for certain. If I take it that way, that's going to drop that one down to there anyway. But there's no red and green and purple nearby for him to collect anyway. So let's go for that. Ah, they got it anyway. So, could do with changing this for certain. They're going to get a couple of hits out of this, or a couple of skull bashes. Might take this brown that way. Moves that skull out of the way. They're still going to get like a lot of skull damage out of this. My Gloom Leaf is probably going to be Gloom Dead. But I do need to stop the 4 match, and that is looks like the only way to do it. Yeah, that'll do. Hello. Ease up with the order. Easy, Sonny Jim. We're getting all excited there. Get out of it. Alright, so we lost a couple of troops. It's going to be alright because Nosferatu's not going to be a threat. And that will do. So a bit shady. Interesting team to try and take on that team with, but we did pull through in the end, even though we lost a couple of troops. That was 1,448 points. And the last opponent, the Paradron, is Matt's Rain. This team again, the own is Tower, Doomed Opus, Enraged Kurandara, Leprechaun. So same thought process. The fact this is going to generate so many skulls and red, and this is immune to a root trap and things like that, means I need to take out their Doomed Opus first and foremost. So I'm going to go back to this team. Still in Geomancer class, because there's no point in having a root trap because it doesn't do anything. Let's just go for it. Looking for my Gimlet conversion at first, but looks like there's nothing going on because there's only a tiny amount of brown and they're just up here in this little quadrant. And they're about to cast their Leprechaun. There's quite a lot of green around, so I'm going to take some of that green away. I didn't cast it anyway, which is intriguing. Right, I'd preferred green, but if it's not there, it's not there, is it? So I'm going to have to do what the actual game is recommending. It's not always the best move, it in fact rarely is. Didn't notice that. We'll get a 4 match though on brown, but we are frozen on brown. If I let him have that skull hit, we're going to be 1 hit away from our Centurion dying. I can get this, get my Centurion charged up, give it a little bit of life. I'm going to have to do that. My Zool's in a world of pain at the moment as well, which is annoying. Centura Zool team is struggling a bit. It doesn't usually struggle, but it is at the moment. Might as well do that. Get that charged up. Need to change the board, I think, quite badly. There's not loads of yellow around everywhere, but it's going to take away the barrier at the same time. That's gone. I'm not too worried about that. So let's get summon. Moshe's will. Yeah, we could have. Would have Moshe even. Yeah. Not the most brilliant thing in the world. Has to be said. Trouble is now with losing my Centurion is I've lost my way of charging up Zool mega quickly. Might as well get that, nothing to lose. Now we're going to lose our turn on brown or red anyway because we're frozen. This is where often you're beneficial actually taking a normal 3 match because you may get a mana surge from that. Well, you can't get a mana surge from a 4 match. Ooh, this is tentatively poised, is this one. I'll take it that way. I'm going to give them a 4 match green, which benefits their Kurandara. Right, I think I need to I'm going to do it this way. Oh no, oh, see, Will of Nosh has come along and is blocking Zool now on purple as well. Wow. This has been made a bit awkward. Knew that was going to happen, but hey ho. Wasn't much yellow there. Let's see if we can cause any cascades anywhere. When Doom Skulls go off, they're much harder to predict. Let's just go for it. She's gone. Oh dear. We're dead. I thought I was actually going to be dead then completely, but going to gain a little bit of life when I get Skull hit next. But yeah, there's too many skulls around. Zool is dead, and I'm going to lose this one. Yeah, not seeing any way to get a double skull hit, which is what I need, or get a 4 match or something. Nope. I think I'm gonna be deaded. Bizarrely, almost the best hope is to take this green match here. If a skull does drop down to there, which is about a 21 to 1 chance, because it's a 7 to 1 chance on a single colour arriving there anyway, but because you need it to arrive in a particular place, and there's 3 possibilities of that, then it's pretty long odds. And even if they cast their Leonis Tower, they're going to get me anyway. So, bizarrely, I'm going to actually take this one and hope for a skull to drop down to there. Oh, it worked, but dear me. Oh well. I don't know. Okay. Dead. Anyway, there's Guild Wars. 4 and 1. Not the best. 286 Guild Wars points. What did we get all together? $7,838. Bit rubbish, but there it is. Didn't have a lot of time to go through various teams there, looking how to counter that particular last team, but it was fun trying nonetheless. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button, and thanks for watching. Bye for now.